Hey guys, if you wouldn't mind helping me continue to spread the word about the show, do me a favor, a huge favor. Go to Amazon.com, type in the search bar, Sowing Seed Flash Briefing. On the right-hand side, it says Manage This Skill, and click Enable, and then take a minute to leave a short review. That would mean the absolute world to me.
Welcome to Growing the Seed, the podcast where we document the steps we take to build the Sowing Seed podcast, the business, and the brand. We'll share what works, and we'll share the challenges. Now, here's your host, a former Air Force pilot, pizza delivery man, and Gumball machine guru, Matt Miller.
So we talked a little bit about where I was a couple of weeks ago. Last week, we talked a little bit about that first candy and gumball machine and getting it. Well, that was the easy part, to be honest. Now the hard part started, actually figuring this whole vending thing out and getting that machine out of my garage and actually into businesses in my local area. Well, being a sales guy in the advertising world and doing some multi-level marketing previously, even though I hated getting out and doing that type of thing. In fact, to be honest, I'm an introvert for the most part. But I read up a couple of books on vending that I got on Amazon, a couple of ebooks. And then from there, got busy doing my thing and literally went door to door to door in strip centers, initially around Kingwood, Texas, and eventually all over the north side of Houston. I didn't prejudge. I stopped by every single business, one after the other, to see if they would be interested in our program, in supporting the charity that I was working with, MD Anderson's Children's Cancer Hospital there in Houston at the time, and allowing us to place machines. I probably went to 30 or 40 locations to begin with, and it took me about a week before hearing back from the one location that I went by that I eventually got my first machine in. It was in a little strip center on Kingwood Drive at the front of Kingwood, Texas. Kingwood folks know what I mean by the back or the front. Right next to the Kroger grocery store, a karate studio. Well, I placed that machine. My kids had never used those machines before. We hadn't ever given them quarters for that kind of stuff. So I was really curious, did this vending thing really work? There were machines all over the area. I saw them everywhere I went, but we just never used them. So I ended up placing that machine. And after 2 weeks, I couldn't wait any longer. I was chomping at the bit to find out, will this vending thing really work? Now, to give you guys an idea, one of the benefits of bulk vending, once again, as I said in a previous episode, was the time between service cycles. Capacity is such you can go 4, 6, in some cases even 8 weeks between servicing and not run out of inventory in your machines. Now, there's a fine balance between going too long and potentially losing your machine or having the product go bad. So you can't stretch that out too long. And initially, I was going as quickly as I could because I needed the money. But anyway, after 2 weeks, Thursday night, the karate studio was packed, and I ran on down there and put that key in that machine, opened it up, and quarters literally spilled out all over the floor. I think there was like $32 or $35 in it, if I remember right. So within 2 months, I paid for that machine. I took that money, had some other money that we squirreled away from my income at work, and went out and bought the next machine and the next machine and the next machine. We'll talk a little bit more next time about my transition from just candy and gumballs to stickers and toys and temporary tattoos. God bless you guys.
Thanks for listening. Check out our website, sowingseed.net, the Sowing Seed channel on YouTube, and if you got something out of today's podcast, give us a 5-star review on your podcast player of choice. Until next time, go plant the seed you need to succeed.